So you're just asking about the sand traps. And so one of the videos I always like to share with the sand is this cool video I found over the years with Steve Stricker and Ernie Els. And it's funny because they're so different. The two of them are totally different. This is Stricker, and Stricker, he's a like one lever guy. He doesn't like to get a lot of wrist into anything, even his full swing. And so he just turns his body. There's really no wrist in that. It's just a body turn. His arms are, you could call it dead arm shot. So, and now here's Els. He's from South Africa. These guys pride themselves on being good out of the sand. This guy, look at him. He's messing around with his hands. He's going to hinge it quick. Look at that. He already hinged his hands a ton. And then he's going to flip his hands out. Look, he goes, and he tries to flip the hands through it. Now, those are the two types of sand shots in the same bunker, which was kind of cool to see in this video. Because there's a U with Stricker, and then the V attack with Els, right? And so, again, the U method is like the balance is always to the left in the sand, first of all. We always need the balance to the left. And we need the ball in the front because the balance is to the left. But the reason we want the balance forward is because then that makes the bottom of the arc happen over here. Remember, if the balance goes back, where's the bottom of the arc going to happen? Too far back. So that's why the balance is forward. And then remember, we're not looking at the ball. We're looking at the sand spot. You're looking at the sand spot, you know? Now, some sand bunkers, I'm looking an inch behind. Most of the time, it's an inch behind the ball, right? But there's been times like the black lava sand in Florida that I've played. That stuff, and other places there is, that stuff for some reason, and the shell sand in Florida, the shell sand, similar, you know, where it's like a lot of broken shells. I can hit like 2 inches behind it, and it's no problem. It's good. It's fine. It's like there's more margin for error with those types of sand. If you hit 2 inches behind the fluffy bunker sand, you're not getting out. I mean, you got to be really close to the ball on the fluffy bunker stuff. In the firm sand stuff, like if you're on mud and it's like it's not fluffy at all. Like you would call it hard packed sand or mud. That's the case. Again, you got to hit it really close to the ball. And of course, you have to expect it's not going to be a hard swing, because if you swing hard and it's mud, it's going. I mean, you're going to hit it, So it's a softer shot out of a mud bunker than a fluffy sand bunker. I'm swinging for the fences when it's like, super fluffy. And I hate when they just redid this bunkers. People are like, oh, they're so beautiful. They look so nice. I'm like, oh my God, it's a nightmare. There's 4 inches of sand that I have to deal with. Bring a golf ball to the beach and try and hit it out of that on the beach. It's brutal because there's too much sand. You see what I'm saying? So you have to read the bunkers. But here's the deal. When you go to the sand bunker, practice 2 types. Think Stricker style, just turn the triangle, lean to the left, look at the sand spot, not very much wrist involvement. And then do one where you try and crouch, hinge it, and then literally flip your hand at it, right? So you're literally trying to, let me grab my wedge here. I'll usually set up like this, and I'm trying to break my wrist immediately, and then I'm trying to throw the club head outward, because I'm trying to hinge it and basically I'm trying to unhinge it earlier than I ever would in a normal golf shot. Are you with me on that?
Yeah.